EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21. Yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Switch. We go 47. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Here we go. Going to 54, going to 26.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Shift. 47. Be ready. Like 12, 22, 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, Quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Prescott now completes it to Austin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go, 46, 46.
To the air again, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run. Chubb. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 25-yard line.
Alert, 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 alert. Switch.
Now Chubb running right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
28-yard line.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Switch. 49, check 49. Pistol. Shot.
To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Cowboys.
First down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
22. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Completes it to Jason Witten. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
47. Go, get out there. 26.
Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll make it 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Switch it, hey. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Here we go, 47. 56. Check, 56.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go, 46. Come on, 26.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Gun. 26.
Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Check it back, check it back.
We're going to 54 wire. At the 33-yard line.
We're going to 54 wire. Walking. 22, he's coming. 25.
Second and 5 now. Prescott flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Cooper's got it. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 21.
Check 26, check 26. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, wire. Mike 22, Mike 22. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. 26.
They go to Elliott again. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Nice hit. Going to 54, going to 54, wire. Mike 22. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Now Prescott on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
180.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 31. Check 31. Pilot, 64. Weak.
A give running right is Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 61 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. On third down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Beckham the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Chubb. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hurry! Check four! Hey, Charlie!
Mayfield to throw it. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On the ground, it's Chubb. Breaks a tackle. He's still fighting forward. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night, and the Browns have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's Prescott. He finds Austin complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Kill. Good. Come on.
Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 46. 22, like 22. Like 22.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Alert!
first down, they'll run with Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Back. Alert. Hurry. Check 50. Hey, wahoo.
Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Right there, 55.
Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Hurry.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Point it right. Hey, high 7.
Mayfield to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This will be taken very short. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance. playing.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give. This is Chubb. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Hey, Haywood!
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. It's caught. Beckham. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Switch.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Point it right. Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Watch the 6-6. Pull it high. Time go. You go tight. Real. You got tight right there. Shift. Watch the shift. Kings. Hey, Alpha. Watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Pistol. Hey, seam 6. Hurry! Check it out, Reed.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And again, it's Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
180. Mike 55.
One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Mayfield down. They set up the screen to Chubb. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Run. Bravo.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. It's caught by OBJ. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Regular. Check 24. Watch the edge.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rod.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go, folks.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Nick Chubb. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert 33. Check point. X3, 218, chopper. Real. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Alert! It's just me and you. It's just me. Zoom. Jumping. Hurry. 55.
To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Rattler. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Set. 180. Check. 55 to Mike. It's a party now. Up. Out.
They'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Join it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry, hurry! Watch out!
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And down to the 36-yard line here. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 36. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 36 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Forbath, the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed it, it would have been a long night.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Touchdown, defense. Jim.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run. Chubb. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Point it right.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 4th down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you were able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Five. Watching you five. They're going to need some therapy after this.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 27 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Regular.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
3rd and long for Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Regular. Hey, exit. 55. Tackles. 55 is my guy, 55. My God.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett. And that will force a turnover on downs.
180. Point it right. It's out. Run. Hurry. Hey, alert. Rush in. Hey, Delta. Check right. Watch 55. I got you, son. Real. Hey, orbit. Check 55, Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott, flush to his right. He'll run it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run it again with Chubb. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go with Chubb on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 9. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Chubb running right, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this throw caught left side. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Kill. 47. Under. 26.
First down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 26. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards.
47.
Second and 6.
Get out there.
The 22.
From the 22, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
14.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that heat
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Makes it third and 2.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 55, Mike 55. Blue Dan. Hurry. Right there. Hey, alert 33. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna hurry.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Odell Beckham Jr. 2 minutes left to play in this football game.